station or something and you jump on.
But we're going to Grant.
Sorry. I saw a sign saying we are open, if that was the one in the building.
So this is the tram system running through Sydney.
And what?
So Karen, do you want to just explain to me again, you worked at King's Cross?
I worked in King's Cross, yes.
Oh dear.
When I was
Now,
young.
David.
Behave yourself,
We have
David.
reputations, David.
In the hospital.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Taking care of all those people that
Kia ora.
like to go.
So we're somewhere in Sydney. Mark, do you want to explain to us where we are? Hang on.
We're in Ultimo. Going to Paddy's Markets. Paddy's Markets is a market
See what you did there?
with lots of different stuff that you can buy. But David and Andrea can't buy much because they can't put it in their bags. You get a good Chinese feed down here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just walking through Sydney, making our way to Paddy's Market, which is apparently in front of us somewhere. So we're just having a wander around Paddy's Market in Sydney. Yeah?
Yeah.
Makes everything a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, lead the way.
So this is skinny mini city.
They don't look like that on me now. No.
You just keep walking around the alleys until you've had enough, and then you go, I'm out of here.
Yes, looks like it.
Are these all Australian currencies?
Looks like a mixture of all sorts.
Cook Islands.
Because you got United States there.
Yeah, United States, Cook Islands.
Some Asian one there.
Yeah.
So there's a mixture.
No New Zealand ones?
That's probably not. Fiji.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Where?
New Zealand one.
A Trump note.
Oh, £1.
Oh, and there's a $5 one. Look.
Oh, there's a $5 New Zealand one
Yeah.
and an old New Zealand pound.
My mum used to have one of those.
Yeah. An old $5 note.
$250. I should have kept them all.
Wow.
Those though.
I was actually collecting them when they had the asterisk.
Yeah.
The asterisk was a something. I had a number of them.
Is that right? So this is $250
Yeah,
for
I
a $5 note.
I used to have. I had a collection of $1, $2, and $5 notes with the asterisk.
Okay.
But I spent them when I was growing.
What does the asterisk mean?
It's an error, I think, in the.
An
printing.
error?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, that not be there.
Yeah?
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been here so many times
Yeah.
and never bought a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the people I've been with have bought stuff, but
Yeah.
parents bought stuff. You know, there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
And even the tigers there.
It'll be 10 past 10 in 5 minutes.
all these stones.
Yeah.
And you've got the fossils down there too. Look.
Yeah.
Fossil that's now an ashtray.
Look over this way. Yeah. There's a guy over there getting a face massage.
It's a Rubik's Cube. Look at Zorro up there.
Oh, Zorro, yeah.
That one. Excuse me, this is no photo.
Oh. I'm just thinking that's a very big fan. Wonder what that would be like at full bore.
I think that is full bore.
Jeremy kept saying that we'd end up Adrian as a couple and all this sort of thing. We never played it, and we basically almost bet him, and it was so funny. We didn't end up in Adrian.
They could possibly have it.
Yeah.
Do you have the game Risk?
No, but we take them all the time.
Hey David.
Yeah. I was just saying there's a Wonder Woman outfit up there. Just around the corner there. See up there, Wonder Woman outfit? I'm insane. Holy crap. So yeah, it's really interesting having a look around Paddy's Market in Sydney. It's like a walk-in Temu shop with completely different pricing, but a lot of the stuff you can get from Temu. Did you hear what I said? Yeah?
That's a stoop.
So we're going to pick up a couple of boomerangs for the kids. So that was Paddy's Market in Sydney. Like a big walk-in Temu store.
We will find out later.
If it's been towed away. So there's the tram over there again. Is that the tram trying to start up?
No, that's
Oh, it's that thing.
dragging chairs and...
Yeah. I thought it was that thing trying to start up.
Grant's going to call me back because he's actually driving the boat on a job.
Okay. So what part of Sydney Harbour are we going to be looking at?
Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, it's a big harbour. It goes a long way.
I don't know. Wherever he takes us.
Yeah, I think it's a short tour.
Yeah. Well, that would
as
be...
as I said when I rang him, I said, I thought we'd come down and, bring David and Andrea down and go for a free ride.
Yeah, it's a bonus. Yeah.
And he was like, free ride. Yeah, bloody family. This way to the car.
Oh, here comes the tram. Mark loves the trams, doesn't he?
Right?
Mark loves the trams.
And the platform. Doors closing. Please stand clear. You have to sit down first.
Yes. It's good. Sharing.
Move over.
Sharing is caring.
No, that's right, obviously not.
So my boss used to say to me that we should go home when we're sick.
Sorry?
Should go home when we're sick. I said, but I was brought up to share. You look at it. But no. So, damn it.
I finished your book.
Oh yes.
Loved it. It was very good.
Yes.
Load of rubbish.
They didn't have babies.
Not yet.
Next stop, Central.
You need babies.
Sometimes-
Someone needs to have been pregnant on the plane. And stuff.
I appreciate it. The first half was
Good morning,
a bit
customers.
repetitive,
This
Yes.
is your city
but
circle
when
by
they found the
telephone
oldest,
service.
that's
Yes.
when things started.
We'll stop at Central Town Hall, Circular Quay, St. James, and Museum.
And that's the tough story it is. It's
You
just
may
that
change
slow.
at Central
And then,
for Western and Richmond service. For Livingston
See, at the beginning of the book, I was learning, and I found that I was going around in loops, and so I put it aside, and I put a lot of work into building an outline. And I did the rest of the book off an outline, instead of going round and around and around.
from Central.
Yeah.
Metro service is running between Chatswood and Tallawong only.
Two totally different things though, eh?
He
The
hasn't
next
read
stop
your
is
book,
Central,
so I have
followed
some
by
wonderful
Totally
Tallawong.
different.
She was
Yeah.
reading yours while I was reading.
Yeah.
So mine's totally different to yours.
So was mine out there?
This train will stop at Central. Change at Central.
I appreciated the obelisk.
Yep.
Right? As soon as, because I was like, okay, did we go into the past?
T4
Did we
Eastern
go?
Yeah.
Did we go?
T9
Where?
Northern
We have to still be
Regional
on
New
it,
South Wales
Yes.
trains,
right? Unless, of
Metro
course,
and
time
light rail
travel
services.
just accidentally hooked us up with a different planet
Yeah.
at a
No, we're staying
certain
here to
point
Circular
in
Quay.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, they would have just appeared in what's localised to Earth.
Please mind the gap between the train and the
Time travel
platform.
was localised to Earth,
Yep.
but not time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so it's 4.5 billion years in the future.
Yeah.
That's okay. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything falls into place eventually, eh?
Well, I was trying to write it. Have you read any of the Dan Brown books?
The who?
Dan Brown.
Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons and stuff like
No,
that.
we watched the movies.
Yeah, but he writes in such a way where people go, holy crap, is that real? Right? And so I tried to write in such a way where people will go, well, that could happen.
See, like Dan Brown, I read all his books and I watched the movies to see how close he got to the books. He was pretty spot on.
So before I couldn't really talk about your book because he hadn't read it, and now I can't talk about your book because he hasn't read it. But I have read both books.
I think her book is actually better written.
It's more
Like I said that on a number of occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very well written and great story. Loved it.
Yeah.
Because I mean I like dragons, but I don't normally read dragons from books.
I think that with an editor,
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
right? With an editor, if I had known you were writing the book, I would have said, oh, send me chapter
Next
one.
stop,
And
Town
then I would have
Hall.
written notes and just said, okay.
Well, I have actually
Just a couple of typo errors.
yeah.
Yeah, I do expect
But you've got a couple of paragraphs that you've repeated, or half a page that you've repeated exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But that happens, that's all good.
my book has actually been sent to an editor in the UK for them to have a look at. And
Yeah, the concept of having a movie serial is absolutely there.
I've done that as well.
As is yours, very much
because
so.
I think the movie-
Different genre.
With a-
you have left
with a movie-
you've left your book
With a movie,
with
yeah,
that option.
that's
Yes.
The synopsis
because
is a completely different
the
thing.
last
aren't
chapter
they?
is
Yeah.
They
the
look at it
beginning
and
of
they
the
go,
new chapter.
okay.
Yeah.
So we got our scenarios, our
Bottom line.
scenes.
Yeah. And I was in the
Which
first book I was
it
mainly
seemed
playing
that
with
you did-
Stockholm syndrome,
you
mental
did-
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Set the scene,
I got that.
Funny that, eh?
but I was having trouble
Quite a
with
strong thing.
Yeah.
who
So
am
I
I
can't say too
listening
much.
to?
Yeah. Okay.
Which person is this? And you
Yes.
weren't attributing
Ryan is
stuff
halfway
to,
through yours,
you know,
and he's also twiddled with yours. So he's in the process of doing both.
Oh, what? Sorry, I missed that.
Ryan is halfway through yours.
Yes.
And he's gone and looked at yours as well.
Is he? And is he going to fix it?
Yeah, sure.
Hey.
Yeah,
No, I
sure.
don't think he was to fix it. It's just that.
No, he's been David.
Well, he might fix it because I know it's full of errors. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you told me. You told me.
But you are missing babies. You need to have one of those 267 passengers to have been pregnant at the time.
Yes.
Give birth. You need a chapter you need to start the thriving community. You need a bundle
But
of
they can
babies.
still come.
But this is a family show.
Yeah, there was sort of like, there was a few things there that didn't quite gel with me, like when they found the obelisk,
Yep.
right? But at the same time that they were finding the obelisk, we just
This station is 9
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Paul's group who had been and come out of the forest.
Sorry,
and then he when they found the obelisk, we just left Paul's group, who had been out of the forest for weeks. They'd come out of the forest, and then they'd started working towards getting and all of that, and that was months and months and months, many months. And then we found the obelisk, like that was over, and they'd been there for like nearly a year, I'd say, from what they were saying. And then you had them find the obelisk, and it only took them a couple of weeks to get to the area. They'd been walking for months in a southwest direction or whatever it was, and then found the obelisk, and then it only took them to a short while to get to the to Paul's group. Yeah. So I think.
And what was eating, sucking the blood out
This
of
train will stop
Yeah.
at
We never found a creature. Is that the fungi?
No, it was the creatures.
It was the fungi.
No, it was the creatures.
There was the creatures, but there was no creatures.
There were no further creatures.
You didn't
Creatures didn't
describe
keep
any
stalking them
creatures that were-
because food sources are scarce.
On YouTube, the video that I've made, I've got sort of graphical depictions about it being more, but I haven't focused on the
So in the story,
beasts themselves.
yeah, because it was just sucked up people and taken away people.
Yes, people that.
Doing that to me
This
all
station
through our trip.
is Wing.
Please mind
Lovely.
the gap between the train
Yeah, so the timelines were a little.
Yeah.
The timelines were a little out. Yeah. And I was like,
Well, I think it's because it's a movie. They could put all that in.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
this is the first time I've ever done anything like this before.
And that's the thing. Yeah. And it's all a learning curve. So when your second book comes out, it can be even better.
Yeah.
I've got a Star Trek novel that actually inspired me to actually go and finish.
Yeah. Good.
Actually, I recently found that on actually on one of the hard disk drives. You know, with the
Floppy disk.
Floppy disk, yeah.
Wow. Floppy disk. Wow. It's going back. With
And I printed it on dot matrix printer.
wow.
And we have a dot
that's
matrix
old.
printer in our garage.
Wow.
Wow, that's good.
So with the second book, the sequel after that one, I've started building the outline for the story. So to make it flow properly, I've got to factor in those sequences you referred to.
Exactly, so this feedback's
Yeah,
going to be important because that second book will tie the whole first book in.
And of course, Cecilia and Paul, they're going to be the new Captain Cooks. They're going to be
Yes,
charting
all of that.
the new lay of the land.
Now-
There has to be.
Ready, because we're going to go. It's us.
It's us? Right, here we go. So we're back at the railway station. The boat is just out through there. So we're back at Circular Quay again. See if I can get a shot of it through here. So there's our boat again. So we're back at Circular Quay station. Here we go. Yeah, I was trying to get my phone going, but it was faster to do this.
Yeah. You put the card in sometimes faster.
Yep.
See, I was ready for it.
And I'm not familiar with how to do that.
Yeah.
So we're back at Circular Quay railway station, and I think we're just going to fill in a bit of time here, then we're going to get on the water taxi and go for a ride around Sydney Harbour.
I think some of the people from our cruise were still getting off because as we were getting on the escalator,
Yeah.
I saw a couple getting on with their bags with the red tags.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the time? It's it's almost 25 past ish. 11, yeah.
There's a lot of people be almost ready to get on now.
Yeah.
But they wanted all the passengers off very quick. I mean,
Yeah, they did.
they wanted all the express ones off by 20 past 8.
Yep.
And then
Walk what way, Karen? How's that go again?
Maybe when you have children in your story,
Yeah.
the first child could be called a girl. Dawn. It's the dawn of a new Eden.
Wow.
well, actually, that fits well.
Dawn of the return to Eden. I'll just say. Your husband's wandered off. Eh?
So in my book Return to Eden, the main character, Paul, my middle name's Paul, and the other character, Cecilia, and his middle name is Cecilia.
I know.
Yeah?
And yours is Paul. I know where the story is.
Oh, there you go.
I knew that from the beginning, from the
And
get-go.
where it's headed. That's the scary part. Kind of more into the psyche, eh?
Yeah, but yours was very well written, and there was only little space.
Yeah, and I expect that because I don't know how many times I read it, it all started blurring into one.
And with mine too, I was trying to cram,
I was surprised you had such a good vocabulary.
I was trying to cram a whole concept.
I know, it's a very scientific concept with time travel. And
Right, I'm just going to change the battery.
Come back and pick up some people and then go to Watson's Bay, which is up the other end of the harbour.
So we should probably stay here, or no? This is what I'm saying. What are we wandering around and waiting?
Do you want to go into the rocks?
What's the rocks?
Well, this is where when
Would you
when
like
they
a
came to
photo
Farm
of
Cove,
you at
they
Yeah.
were like,
perhaps?
okay, what a beautiful harbour, what a beautiful place.
It's your
Wonderful,
experience,
yeah,
not
this, that,
one
and the
that
other.
I'm
That looks like the perfect place to make it.
Yeah, it's not like
Our first settlement.
I've got photos of
Yeah.
our
Our
house,
first
I can
area
go to houses.
where we're going to
So you've seen that done.
build.
Yeah, sort of thing.
Indeed.
Done that. Yeah.
So this is the rocks is where they built all of Australia's first buildings,
Oh, okay.
and they used concrete to cut the rock.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to walk through the
Another
rocks?
good guy.
Nah.
You scored well.
Nah.
Beautiful.
I'm cool.
We had
You
5
prefer to
minutes
see the
rides
Opera
out
House?
there.
Walk around the Opera House.
Well, not necessarily.
Hell of a lot of fun. Yeah, you'd enjoy that. Oh yeah, you should.
Well, there are only a couple of options down this end of the harbour.
Yep.
You either go over to the Opera House or you go to the Rocks. The Rocks is closer to where we're being picked up.
We'll do that. Stay local.
Okay.
Yep.
You've seen the Opera House, you've seen the bridge.
Yep.
You've been in Circular Quay, you've
Yep.
been on a boat.
Yep.
So I believe it's just here that Grant will be picking us up.
So that was us a couple of weeks ago, 12 days ago. Everyone making their way to the ship, which is going to leave this afternoon.
IBIS.
Yeah, not Iris. Ibis, they're sort of like what is in
One of them
Egypt.
doesn't care about being shot, the other one does.
What?
I said one of them doesn't care about being shot, the other one does.
I don't get it either.
Well, he's wearing his vest.
Oh, I see.
So if he gets a body shot, he's okay. It's a bit of a war.
So as Mark's explaining to us, the early settlers that founded Sydney, when they first arrived here in the harbour, this is where they set up their original housing, and it's a place, hey, I'm talking here. It's a place that's called the Rocks because the convicts broke all the rocks to build the buildings and stuff like that, but this area was the original settlement area. There's some steampunk jewellery here called industrial jewellery.
Yeah. So you see that ring there?
Yeah.
It's got all the and it's like a clock.
Like a watch. Yeah.
Cousin Stephen Fisk has got a lot of punk stuff.
Has he?
And he's got a TARDIS.
Yeah, I know. I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah,
A TARDIS.
we've been in the TARDIS.
Have you?
Yes.
And you walk out into his garage, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of police cars in this area. There's a whole bank of them over there. But as they tell me, that is a police station. There's a lot of very old brick buildings around here.
Came out and they denied the allegations and this, that, and yada, 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 yada. And it all died down.
So I've seen a lot of ball bags, scrotums, around the places. What do they take these off? Are they kangaroo ones or what are they?
Do they look like sheep?
Sheep ones?
No, I think they're supposed to be from kangaroos, aren't
Kangaroo?
they? Yeah.
Kangaroo natties?
So you can buy kangaroo ball sacks in Australia, of course.
It's got a picture of a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Kangaroo scrotum.
Okay.
$6.
Wow. Okay. So how's that come to Australia and buy a genuine kangaroo scrotum? How's that?
So this is a Saturday market, is it?
Yeah.
Another old building made of stone.
Wanda.
Yep.
You rub your hand across that. That's touch spot.
And so this is a depiction of the convict who basically carved all this place. Now this rock here, basically all of Australia is made of this rock, isn't it?
Yes. Sandstone.
Yeah.
Although, have you seen? We finally spotted you. You walked away. You walked away. We were all up there.
We were gonna go that way.
Right there. We were right there. And you walked away. I said to David, never take your eyes off Karen. Never. Never. Because she just disappeared.
No, you were right behind us when we went there.
Yeah, but we were gonna go further that way looking for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We just went there, and then we went there. That was it.
It's not going in my ears now.
No, you've got to put your Bluetooth back
Oh,
on.
the Bluetooth is back on. Oh, must have to sync
I
it.
was looking at those painted shells. They're really pretty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's about time to go back because he's going to be there around midday.
All right, we'll head back.
He said, oh, I'm going to be there around midday, and I was like, okay, so it's only 9 minutes away.
Okay.
If he's on time. He's there. With the tiny itsy bitsy Get that, Dave?
Yeah, but wait, we
Yeah.
don't get lost.
Oh, the bridge.
Yeah.
I got lots of the bridge.
You got lots of the
Oh,
bridge?
hell yeah. So all these people are approaching the ship behind me. They're getting on the ship that we've just got off. This seems really weird, seeing all these people trundling past with their luggage. They're all getting on this ship that we've just gotten off. This will be pulling out about 4 o'clock this afternoon with a whole new set of passengers. So we're going to get on board this water taxi coming now. This is Mark's brother. And this is a complete unexpected bonus for us. They're going to... Oh, they're red. They're ours. Andrea,
Yeah.
all of these guys, they got red tags.
Are they?
Yeah, so they were on our one. Yeah.
Either that green was something totally different.
Oh, maybe. I would doubt it though.
Owned private.
I know.
Private tour.
I know. Isn't that funny? That's a complete bonus. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it. Make sure you thank them too,
Yeah.
Dave. I'm sure you will.
Hello. Oh, thank you so much, Grant. I'd shake your hand, but you look a bit busy. Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Hi there. Hello, Grant. How are you?
Thank you so much.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Backwards. I know.
So they just come off the boat?
Off the ship.
Yes. It's in the ship.
No.
It's a ship.
Yeah.
Not a boat. This is a boat.
We were saying it just to screw with people. This is so cool.
This is bordering on awesome.
It is.
Bordering.
Yeah.
Take a border.
Oh, look, there's Shane Gould.
She's not as young as she used to be. She's put on a bit of weight.
No,
She put on a bit of weight, mate.
they're going. They're getting rid of them.
Are they?
The river cats, yeah.
They got these Indonesian things. Unbelievable. Do you know when they first come out, they had the boards were stuck with glue tack.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good by that Liberal government. That what was his name? And he tried to go to he was transport minister. Imbecile. Politicians, eh?
David, the bank account's open.
Yeah. Hey, our catamaran.
So on your left, you'll see the Carnival Adventure. It's a big boat, normally called a ship.
It was good.
Used to be a P&O.
Yeah.
Yeah, we booked it when it was P&O.
Okay.
That's funny. They've got a big boat park right next to it. What's the ship park next to it?
Yeah, it's fueling.
Yeah.
Is it the fueling ship?
It's the fueling ship, yeah.
That's
So-
full of fuel.
So that ship's fueling this ship.
We didn't see any of that. We were going to customs at that stage.
And it's registered in Nassau.
Yeah.
It operates in Sydney Harbour, but it's registered in Nassau. Nassau.
There's a lot of ships like that because the registration's cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Flag convenience.
Yep.
What did he say?
Flag of convenience.
Is that what's on the back?
No. Because they register where it's cheaper.
Okay.
It's called the flag of convenience.
Gotcha.
And they get different insurance options.
Your submarine Navy ships over there.
Yeah, we saw that as we went past.
The sea all lives around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Seen it from a different angle, eh?
Yeah. So that building there, like the Syringe in Auckland, or the Tower, that's where Karen and Mark were married. Do you have a depth gauge here? Do you have a depth gauge?
Can you pick up on your motor what's going on like the
12 metres.
Okay. When we were out there, just off Australia, the display in our room said that we were 4,810 metres deep. Nearly 5 kilometres deep.
You don't want to drop your watch or something.
No way. Yeah.
And all of a sudden in one part it was 1,000 metres deep. So it's like, must have been a
the
little...
largest deep-water harbour in the world.
Is it?
Really?
Sydney Harbour, yes.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
There's some parts of the harbour is 80 metres,
Yeah.
90 metres. Another place you don't want to drop your watch.
Yeah.
Go out the back, jump out the back, and I'll take a photo of you for you.
Okay. Oh, I see. It's chairs here. Whoa, how's that?
What's this? Yeah, that's it. Just press the orange button. Okay, takes the photo. Get out the back, Cass.
Scoot over, scoot over.
How do you want it? Skedoodle. Can you fit it here with us?
Yeah. And I'll have a block of
Oh, the city. Yeah, yeah.
Everyone hold your smiles. Get one with a Navy ship. Thank you so much. Awesome. It's quite cool out here.
Tis, eh?
Just around the corner here is Garden Island. I used to work at Garden Island.
Did you?
Yeah. We were refitting submarines.
Yeah, I used to work with a guy who spent 30 years in one.
I love being on the water.
So any that I work with who knew Brendan spent 30 years in the Navy here, operating in a submarine from here.
Looks a little rusty. Pretty sure that's a surprise. That's an aircraft. That's what we call an aircraft carrier.
for those of you who don't know, this is my sister Karen. She's 13 months younger than me, and as we came through school, she then went into nursing training, came to Australia, got married, had a family, and between then and now we've only seen each other a few times. So this has been a really good trip. We've spent quite a bit of time together doing all sorts of really cool things.
Turned out to be a lovely day.
Look at that catamaran over there. Yeah. That's right.
So you can have either the engine or the sails, right?
That's right. And you can be doing 15, 20 knots on the water.
Right. So if you look over here,
Yeah,
see the house with the dome?
yeah.
Mel Gibson.
Who's that?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, Mel Gibson.
Used to be the US consulate.
Right.
So this one here,
Bought it.
Yeah, that's Mel Gibson's place.
so that house there with the dome on the top, that's Mel Gibson's house.
I take it that's the part that comes out down the bullet too. How cool.
Yeah, I think there's a pool underground.
And apparently that house has a pool under the ground.
Oh wow.
Right?
That place there
Andrea,
is the
Andy.
owner of Channel 7.
with that catamaran. Hey?
Perry Stokes, the owner of Channel 7.
We don't get Channel 7. So that looks like a private mooring for that catamaran, and that Mark was just saying that that house there, he did give the guy's name, but I don't know the guy's name, but it's the owner of Channel 7 news network in Australia. Oh look, Andrea.
I just saw it.
Yeah? It's an old sailing ship. What is it?
Like a sailing ship. The old paper sailing ship. That's so cool, eh?
Southern Swan. Hey, it's got a pirate flag. Skull and crossbones up there.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. So,
That place there, the one with the flag over there.
sorry, it's pointing
Private
at.
owned Westbury.
So they've got a skull and crossbones on that, like a pirate ship.
All these other people are only employed.
That's the Southern Swan.
None of these people are important enough to have to be on a tour. The pink place, Ray
Yep.
White Real Estate.
Yeah. Ray White Real Estate owns that one. That glass one's nice.
Ex-leader of the opposition.
Yeah. Malcolm Turnbull. What's his name? Malcolm Turnbull, the Australian politician, owns that place there.
The ex-Liberal leader.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's a nice boat. Andy, look at this one.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a really nice yacht through there.
How big would this be?
Hey?
How big would this be?
I don't know. Yep. So that's that float plane we saw taking off just before. What would the size of that yacht over there be? That yacht over there? Yeah.
How many metres?
What size would that be? Yeah.
I'd say about 60, 55 metres.
Yeah. Awesome. So Andrea, he said it's about 55 metres. That.
Really? That boat that you like? 55 metres.
So imagine a 60-foot catamaran.
No, that's the same as your catamaran. Nice.
No, I'm wanting a 60-footer.
Ah,
That's a 55.
so you're close.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Who's gonna give way? Who's gonna give way? There we go. So he's dropped back, let us pass. And that is Sydney. And this is a little different to Wanganui. To go under the bridge? Do you reckon we'll get it to go under the bridge? A good sized boat, hey?
Yeah, good sized boat.
What sort of bird's that, Darren?
It's an eagle, Dave.
An eagle?
Yeah.
So that's an Australian eagle.
What you're looking at now is a place called Pinchgut Island. It was built by prisoners for convicts. The worst of the convicts would be brought out here and left here with minimal people to take care of them. The waters were so shark infested that if you tried to jump off the side and swim, you would get taken by a shark. The Aboriginals knew where to swim and when to swim, but the prisoners not so much. From what I understand, quite a few were taken trying to escape. It is now a lighthouse, and people like to go for visits. You can go for visits to Pinchgut Island. However, we're just going to chuck a circle around it, and yeah. And that was a police boat. That's a police boat moving quickly towards its target. Here we are once again, Pinchgut Island. All the rocks were carved by convicts, transported out here by barge, otherwise known as Fort Denison. It used to have its own wharf, but they essentially upgraded it.
Garden Island.
Yeah.
What happened? In summer, they decided to, because what happened is the electricity wires that go out there weren't enough to carry what they needed, because what they had, they made a restaurant out here, and it kept on short
Shut down.
So what they did is they tried to put a bigger
cable.
Yeah. So what they did, that's what they did, and that was 5 years ago. And what happened, they did it in the summer, and there's boats going from here, and it's going made it all crazy, right?
Yeah.
And what they call it, chocolate friggin' wire in half.
Yes. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy
So that was a
Waste of hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars.
Wow.
So can you visit this?
No,
You can't at all.
they don't have anybody out there.
They
Really?
used to.
They used to, yes.
Until they built that.
Because there's no
Yeah,
cat.
until they put that wharf. I mean, the wharf was supposed to be carry on, and yeah. But
Because it's history here, isn't it?
yes, well, that's the first place where they hung someone.
Oh.
Yeah, off that yard. What they did is they used to bring all the convicts down because they were building, Australia up and building houses.
So at the back over there is the Prime Minister's house, but when the King comes, that's where he is. That's the King's house. And I'm just about out of battery, so this will be the last little sequence here.
Wow.
it though.
Yeah, but it is an Australian version of a maritime one.
Oh.
And I put a French one up when we went into New Caledonia.
Yeah. I know, yeah. Yeah.
This is the departure area. We were waiting for our flight from Sydney to New Zealand, Auckland. Quite a nice area.
Edwin Villanueva. Edwin Villanueva, if you're within the terminal, please make your way immediately to gate lounge 59 to speak to an New Zealand representative.
You're not from here? No, I don't think so.